From the evolution of mankind, man has invented so many timekeeping devices. During 1637, the great Italian scientist Galileo invented the first ever pendulum clock. But unfortunately, he could not complete his clock within his lifetime. After 19 years of Galileo's death, Christian Huygens, a Dutch scientist, completed the clock. This was one of the major inventions in mankind. My name is Robert Kennedy, and the clocks what you see here is my 35 years of collection. There is a very interesting story behind my clock collection. During 1920, my grandfather was working for the Britishers at Munnar Tea Estate. By seeing his dedication towards his job, the Britishers gifted him a Chevrolet car and an Ansonia clock. After hearing this story repeatedly from my father, I somehow got attached to this clock. It was during 1983. I was in my 12th standard. That was the period battery clocks started dominating our country. And my father got a battery operated clock which requires no winding. It really excited my father because my grandfather's clock has to be winded up every 8 days once. My father scrapped my grandfather's clock and he fixed the latest battery operated clock. After 2 days, I went to my father's room and I told him, "Daddy, this clock doesn't thrills me at all. Our old grandfather's clock was so majestic. Can you please refix the clock?" But my father told me, "Son, this is the latest technology. Our grandfather's clock is an outdated technology." But my father's reply did not convince me. With his permission, I took my grandfather's clock and I fixed it in my bedroom. From that day onwards, my grandfather's clock became my real friend and my companion. Instead of reading my textbook, I used to watch the pendulum swinging for hours together. Some of my friends, they were collecting stamps and coins. I started telling them, I am planning to collect clocks. But most of my friends and my relatives and my parents, they started laughing at me. Initially, I had a target of collecting 5 clocks. Like that, my clock collection started in my life. And now I have around 2,200 mechanical wind-up clocks in perfect working condition. During 1860, the official clockmaker of Emperor Napoleon III was Constantine di Tocci. We have one of the clock which was made by Constantine di Tocci in perfect working condition. This clock was made by the finest clockmakers of United States of America, Waltham. During 1940, United States of America produced 1,200 aircrafts for their Army and Navy. It was named as Grumman F6F Hellcat. In all those 1,200 aircraft Hellcat, this particular watch was fixed in the cockpit. 70% of American Navy's airstrikes was successfully done by this fighter plane Hellcat. Most of the people who visit this museum, they ask me one question: what are you going to do with this huge collection of clocks? My vision is, even after my days, these clocks should live forever. My thirst is to form a trust museum and to dedicate this priceless treasure to our great nation. In this world, every work is related to time. If we do our work at the right time, success is ours.